Welcome back to our F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. This is the Brazilian Grand Prix. There are only 2 races left in our first season with the NCP squad. We've got some more upgrades on the way for the Brazilian Grand Prix, but we've also got a lot of time. We have 9 days before we hit the circuit in Brazil, and take a look at this sponsor advertisement. 750 extra team acclaim plus a bunch of money. After that, for our activities, why don't we go and spend 2 days on another sponsor event? Even more team acclaim right there. And then we've got 3 days left. Why don't we go with a power equipment upgrade? It brings us some resource points. In terms of our facilities, we will come back to that next episode because we don't actually have that much money right now. So stay tuned for that. We will move over to our R&D tree, and it still blows me away that we are the 6th fastest car in F1. If we jump into our R&D tree, we've only got 1 more upgrade to adapt, so let's go with that. Thank you very much. And then we've got 760 R&D points left, so why don't we come in here? We do a little fuel efficiency upgrade. We've had a problem with fuel efficiency in the past, so that should hopefully make our life a little bit easier. And after that, I think we're pretty much good, honestly. Like, there's nothing really else for us to do, so let's advance the time. Let's see what we get. We get a brand new facilities upgrade. That is awesome. I believe our air filter upgrade just got tossed onto the car as well. We're up to 3.4 mil. There are some more resource points rolling in. But anyways, I think with all of that stuff out of the way, let's head over to Brazil. I'm gonna go and do all the practice programs, and I'll see you guys in a second for qualifying. I will be honest, slight little problem for qualifying today. Heavy rain conditions for qualifying with not much clear running in sight. Anyways, though, no excuse for the NCP boys today. I've got to unleash my inner rain master and get some good points today. If you've actually been watching some of the previous episodes, we've had some really good results recently, and I would love to keep that up because we're getting close to the end of the season now. We've got to keep in mind of our constructors point. We are very close to overtaking, I think it's AlphaTauri and maybe even Renault as well. I will be honest, definitely not ideal conditions for qualifying out here today, but we do have our teammate in front. Hopefully he can do something good as I nearly go into the wall. Jeez. Note to self, watch out for that one. There is our teammate across the line. We do out-qualify our teammate. Big surprise there. It does say in about 10 minutes, the rain is going to go from heavy rain to normal rain. So maybe we should go out again then. Oh, and the first time has been set on the intermediate tires. Okay, that is the answer. Thank you, Lewis Hamilton, for telling us that the inters are the way forward. Well, here we go for our second flying lap out here in Brazil. Lewis Hamilton let us know that the intermediate tires were the way forward, so hopefully how do you restart F1 2020? We are 4.4 seconds off because we went out of the pits too late because we were busy faffing around with our stupid tires. Well, remember that whole little thing I was saying about how this is such an important race for us and we need a bunch of points? I've opted to actually not take an engine penalty today, just in fear that other people might have their own engine penalties. I can maybe get a few free positions that way. Anyways, Valtteri Bottas also with a rough qualifying down in P10. Mick Schumacher up in P13, so somebody does have a penalty. Latifi out-qualifies George Russell. This game is unrealistic, and we do move up to P21 and onto the other side of the grid. That may not seem that important, but being on the right-hand side of the grid is super useful because you can go up around the outside at corner 1 and then down the inside of corner 2, so we can see if that is gonna happen. Anyways, we may get some rain right at the end of the Grand Prix. If this race is gonna become a wet race, I don't actually know just yet. The recovery drive starts now, so lean revs, clutches in, rev it up. And away we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix. George Russell with a very, very wheel spinny start, already up past him, and then Kimi moves out of the way to give me that outside line, exactly like I said, which switches back to the inside, up to P16 for the NCP boys. That is what I'm talking about. Already cleared both of the Williams. Now we've got Antonio Giovinazzi in front of us. We've got to keep this up. That was an amazing start. Oh, yo, those clouds are terrifying. We may get some rain earlier than we think out here. Jeez. Oh, can I run it round the outside of George Russell? Giovinazzi, whoever you are. Little bit of bullying to push him off the racing line, but that worked beautifully. Thank you very much. I was really worried I would be stuck behind everybody, but Lance Stroll going super slowly. Jeez, did I get damaged? I don't even know if he hit me. Jeez, that was why are you swinging around like that? What's going on? And now we've got Kvyat up in front of us. We know that AlphaTauri is crazy, crazy fast, but what an opening lap from P21 to P14. This car just feels like it's on rails today. Like, obviously, we've done a lot of work to our aero department, and this track is mainly corners, but it is so paying off. It is so fast. Honestly, though, I'm already noticing a huge performance difference between, like, the guys who we overtook on lap 1. They were just kind of slow, honestly. And compared to the guys in front, I can barely catch up to them. One little mistake and I'm back. Oh, there we go. We've caught up to the pack, who's going very, very slowly. Somebody must be having a problem over here, and we've caught right up to the back of Danny Kvyat now. Is anybody going to be jumping into the pits with a problem that's like that big, that's backing up the whole pack? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, nobody jumps it into the pits, so somebody's got some major problems, though. It looks like it's one of the Ferraris. There we go. 2 laps later, now we've closed in to the back of Danny Kvyat. I also just got word over the radio that Sergio Perez up in front. You can see him on my mini-map. He has a big problem with his car right now. I don't know if it's a puncture or an engine-related issue or something, but he's going very, very slow.
Some information on Kvyat. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be
Yes! Let's go! Let's go. Okay, now I've got to get past this man. ASAP. No more excuses. Let's go. Good exit out of the final corner. Right in the man's slipstream. He's got nothing anymore in that car. There we go. Right behind him. Closing in. I've barely got any battery left. He's covering off the inside. Switch back. He goes to switch back and cover off the outside to try to get back onto the racing line. No, no, no. Mr. Danny Kvyat. We going up to P13 and behind our teammate Mick Schumacher. Yeah, take a look at those guys. Sergio Perez and Lando Norris battling. Lando gets past finally. Now it's up to Mick Schumacher to go for one. I honestly do not have very long before my pit stop. I've got to close in. Mick is going for one. He's closing right in on the back of Sergio Perez. Sergio goes to cover it off. Mick goes round the outside. Banging wheels, these two getting so close to one another as I nearly lose the entire car. We've got the run on Mick now. Down the hill. There we go. We've got DRS. Both of the NCP cars go past Sergio Perez. And then Mick Schumacher covers us off. What are you doing? We said a couple of episodes ago that we need to find a new teammate. I think that is pretty much confirmed now. We've only got 2 laps until we jump into the pits to switch up our tires. Mick Schumacher, what are you doing? What are you doing? Blocking me. Buddy, we're literally on the same team. You absolute moron. Get out of the way. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to go past my teammate. Like I was saying, I think we need to find ourselves a new teammate because this is just getting ridiculous at this point, racing this man. Lando Norris is 2 seconds in front of me now, and now I've got to work all of that and catch up. The worst part of it all is we're jumping into the pits next lap, so I've literally got nothing. Now Mick Schumacher's gonna have DRS. Oh, he's too far behind. Never mind. Anyways, we're gonna be jumping into the pits here to go onto the hard compound tire. I've got to say, though, that is a very solid first stint starting this Grand Prix in P20. And then at the end of lap 14, we're up in P11. I think that's pretty good, honestly. Anyways, into the pits we go. Slam on the brakes. No speeding in the pit lane. Thank you very much. So there's a bunch of other people in here. Carlos Sainz is in. Everybody's jumping on the hard compound tires. So at least we're not alone on that one. Anyways, boys in blue, come on, give me a good one. 2.1 seconds. That's not terrible. I will gladly take that. Out we go. Thank you very much, lads. And if things go well for us, we will not be seeing you again. Anyways, with that, we drop down to P18, but more importantly, into pretty much clean air. Kevin Magnussen in front of us is gonna have to jump in probably this lap, so we shouldn't at all be held up by him. We've got a bunch of people in the pit lane. This pit lane exit is super, super long, so hopefully we should come out. We're up to P13 now. Keep it going. I can see Lando Norris up there. We've got overtake mode enabled, and there is Lando Norris. That is a 1 second gap now. We've caught up massively. So with that up to P13, Mick Schumacher's opted for the mediums. So no, all of these guys, the guys in front of me, are going to be faster. So I've got to put in crazy performance now if I'm going to try to catch up. I think we definitely need to focus on some more tire wear upgrades because that is not very good. Yeah, look at Lando Norris already. 1.7 seconds, 1.8 seconds away. Meanwhile, Mick Schumacher behind will monitor that gap. 2.3 seconds. Jeez. Nicholas Latifi is out of the Grand Prix. Safety car deployed. Boys, I'm coming in. Boys, coming in. I have to risk it. I have to risk it. We're up to lap 21 in the Grand Prix. Nicholas Latifi rode off his car by an engine blow up, of course. This one is on me. This is going to be recovery drive part 2, 2.5 second stop. Oh, we are dropping so many positions right now. I don't know if that was the best strategy, honestly. I might have just messed up. We've dropped down to P18. Here we go. We've caught up to the safety car train now. Now we can relax, save up a little bit of fuel, and then this is going to be an absolute shootout. All right, safety car's coming in. Let's get ready to go. We've already got the car turned up, and let's get ready to pounce on Kimi. Can we get him? What a beautiful restart that was alongside him before he even knew what was going on. That was probably not on the circuit, that overtake, but for the simple fact that that overtake was a cool one, I will allow it. Up to P16. What a restart. We usually botch every single one of our restarts, so it's nice when we get one that actually works pretty well. Lance Stroll, meanwhile, battling with the Renaults, literally going wheel to wheel. Jeez. Yo, Lance Stroll's gonna end up backwards very soon here. He's literally fighting Ocon, about to punch him in the face. These guys are being absolute clowns in front of us. We've got to go. Let's go. Open the car up. Look at the speed compared to the Toro Rosso. That is incredible. Why do these guys not have their car turned up for the huge straight? Like, what are you guys doing? That's 2 people on the big straight just like that. Lance. Why do these people always try to do that to me? Up to P14. Okay. Maybe the medium compound tires was not a bad idea after all. Can we do the exact same thing to Esteban Ocon? 0.2 seconds behind, late on the brakes. We crash into him. That is what I call payback. You and Max Verstappen are now even. I would like to apologize for the not at all controversial overtakes during this Grand Prix. Sometimes you need to use your car as a battering ram. Same thing right here. What an exit of the corner that was. Look at us go. We're gonna have the DRS. Well, he does off Sergio Perez, but he's not getting a tow like that. We touch. A car's okay. Car is okay. Jeez, that was sketchy right there, man. But up to P12 we go. We're getting close to the points again. I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm struggling massively with catching up to Sergio Perez. He had that problem with his car earlier, and I don't know what's going on, but finally, with an absolute dive bomb, We've made it past Sergio Perez. Lando Norris is up next. We've only got 4 laps left in this Grand Prix now. That is how long that overtake took. Yo, yellow flag? Yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag on like lap 34 of this Grand Prix. Who's that? That is gonna be... I don't even know who that is. That's one of the AlphaTaurs. That's Pierre Gasly is out of the Grand Prix. There's gonna be no safety car because they don't throw the safety car with that little time left, but... Damn. Well, finally, as we go across the finish line for our final lap, the rain has finally started to come down a little bit too late for us. Honestly, though, it's a pretty rough one because it's a race full of mistakes today, starting off with me not jumping out in time to do a second qualifying lap, and then right at the start of the Grand Prix, not getting my race strategy right by not opening up my little thing. And then finally, when I jumped into the pits to jump onto these mediums, I should have jumped on the soft compound tires instead. 3 big mistakes were made in this Grand Prix and is why we're only in P10 today. It could have been an incredible race, but too many mistakes. Lewis gets the victory though. Yo, and Sergio Perez doesn't have enough. When we turn the battery up, there we go. We bring it home in P10. Thank you very much. Hey, we get driver of the day. It's just, it just sucks because it's a race of what could have been. Anyways, Lewis is getting the victory. That is huge. He might have actually just overtaken Valtteri Bottas for P1 in the driver's standings. Oh, at least Valtteri Bottas had a good race from P10 all the way up to P4. That is an awesome one. Danny Rick, unfortunately for us, gets a lot of points for Renault. Same thing with those McLaren guys. Mick Schumacher, not the best race there, but standings wise, nothing's actually changing for the drivers championship. Constructors wise though, it is still super close between us, Racing Point, McLaren, and Renault. We are going into the final race of the season. It is very possible we could overtake some of those guys and end up with a pile of money at the end of the season. I honestly cannot wait for the final Grand Prix of the season. Make sure you subscribe for that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon with some more. See you then. Bye.